Jordan.
Attention guests in the luggage claim area, welcome to the Jordania Volcano Hotel. A couple of quick reminders before you approach the elevator towards the lobby. Jordan's Soapbox is a show broadcasted on-site and supported via Patreon. If you would like to support what I do and not cause the country of Jordania economic ruin, consider supporting it for behind-the-scenes access and other rewards. It's recommended frequent visitors subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for updates whenever new videos are made. Do you want to hang out with your fellow guests? Consider jacking into the Cyberpunk Jordan Discord, where you can hang out with me and talk about Sonic and Sega stuff, among other things. And now, our elevator shaft will be departing for the lobby area. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your stay.
Hello my gummy bears, my name is Jordan, also known as CJ, and welcome back to Jordan's Soapbox, the show that talks about anything that I want to talk about. So today's episode is very unique because rather than reviewing a piece of media or giving an editorial stance on something related to Sonic, I wanted to share one of my own creations when it comes to the Blue Blur. Because I'm a huge fan of this franchise and I've dabbled with fan work since my earliest days on the internet. One of those being Corruption, which is a animation, if you want to call it that. It's more still images with voice acting and stuff, starring Scourge the Hedgehog using Garry's Mod. Garry's Mod is a game that's been used to make everything from images to animations, and was extremely popular in the 2000s and 2010s, until other software such as Source Filmmaker would succeed it. It still finds use this day thanks to the community surrounding it and the limitless nature of it, with it even having a quasi-sequel called Box currently in development. In 2014, I was making videos using Garry's Mod to make a series called Genetics, which was a crossover between a lot of different properties such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Doctor Who, and Transformers. Because in a sandbox-like environment, an autistic teenager is going to throw everything, whether it meshes well or not, together. Sadly, that series is lost to time, but Corruption, a spin-off series starring Scourge the Hedgehog that unfortunately only lasted one episode, survives thanks to it being backed up on a USB flash drive that I found recently. Outside of muting the intro music, as that's from Portal 2, everything else is unchanged from its original release in 2014. Some other interesting notes before I show this thing off. The voice of Scourge the Hedgehog was provided by someone on YouTube at the time known as Fox Dumb Series Maker, whom I was unable to find on YouTube, but I did find DeviantArt and Tumblrs that match the name, but they may not be the same user. It has been a little less than a decade since it was made, so I wouldn't be surprised if this person just completely dropped off the internet. But if you're out there, hey, let me know. The model is also older. There are far better models of Scourge the Hedgehog these days on Garry's Mod that more accurately represent the character, but this is all we had at the time. Anyway, that's about it. Please enjoy one of the earliest surviving videos that I've ever done, Corruption.
Fools! Don't you know you can never, ever stop this hedgehog? Ha ha! Ha ha! And that takes care of that. There's the Prime Zone, home of the least cool and most stupid hedgehog in the world, Sonic. Hail to the king, baby! Ha ha! Hello, Prime Zone. Hail to your new king, baby. Hello, new king here. What the heck happened here? Last time I checked, the place was a total dump. As much as I don't like him more than the next guy, he's dead? And Sonic proclaimed king? This time the nose zone was shorter to me, but not to them. So in 3 years, Sonic has defeated Eggman and is now king. That makes it even harder to fight him, with all that security. I need to draw him out, but how? It says here the weapon is underground, which means if I were to attempt to activate it, it means that Sonic would have to come and fight me. It's brilliant. Prime Zone, hear my words. Sonic may be your king, but soon a new king will take his place. His name? Scourge the Hedgehog.
Well, what did you think? It was probably pretty cringeworthy, right? I mean, there were no sound effects, there were some really awkward silences, and it was really short. But the reason why I wanted to re-release Corruption and talk about it is because I wanted to show that you have to start somewhere. In between that time and now, I've learned a lot about recording, editing, crediting, and more. I see folks these days who are making videos around the same time that I was back then, embarking on some of their first creative adventures, some of which are fan works just like Corruption. If you so happen to be one of those folks, keep doing whatever you're doing. Yes, even if you look back on it years later and think it's cringe, you have to start somewhere, and you have to work with whatever you got. I doubt that if I didn't do stuff like this at the time, I wouldn't be doing Jordan's Soapbox today. So get out there. Create stuff, even if it's cringy. Cringe is dead anyway, and that's a royal decree from Jordania. Anyway, that's all for this episode of Jordan's Soapbox. If you must excuse me, I have a lot of projects on the back burner.
Thank you for visiting the Jordania Volcano Hotel. We hope that you'll visit again soon. Before you leave, would you like something from our gift shop? Becca has the latest and totally not looted goods from all over the world. One item of note is the subscribe button, coming from the US state of California. It works best when you ring its bell and turn on notifications, so you don't miss an episode of Jordan's Soapbox. We also have a limited edition video that we also think you might like, and a collection of Jordan's Soapbox episodes in a playlist, all for the price of... Wait a minute. Free? We're giving these out for free? Becca, we are bankrupt.